Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be going over everything we know so far about GTA 5 being remastered yet again, this time for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. If you're not already aware, Rockstar Games did already announce and confirm that they will be releasing a remastered version of GTA 5 for the PlayStation 5 when it does launch, followed by the Xbox Series X a bit later. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the top features and everything we're excited for in this brand new and remastered version of GTA 5 for those next-gen consoles, discussing some release date information as well as pre-order information and also pricing, and then finally we're going to touch on the future of GTA 5 Online on those next-gen consoles. So definitely a lot of stuff to cover today, and I'm super excited to get right into it, and if you haven't already, be sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already for more daily videos just like this. But first off, let's go ahead and get right into the shout out of the day, and right after that, we'll into the actual video. So today's shout out of the day goes to a really awesome website known as Secret Manifesting Tools. And if you're a business owner, especially someone in the e-commerce space, you definitely want to listen up. They offer a carefully crafted selection of audio tracks that were developed by doctors by using the law of attraction. And by using this audio in any kind of video promotions or anything else you put out along those lines, you're able to maximize your sales flow. Visit the first link in the description down below to learn more and see what it is all about. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So as most of you probably already know by now, you do know that Rockstar Games will be launching GTA 5 Remastered for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, as I did report earlier this year, and as was expected by many people in the community, Rockstar Games did finally announce that they will be signing an exclusive deal with Sony to make GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5 a 3-month exclusive at first. So if you're looking at the next generation consoles and you're a big fan of GTA 5, it could be something to consider to get the PlayStation 5 over the Xbox Series X because of that one thing. So first off, let's go ahead and discuss pricing information based on what we know so far. If you follow gaming news online, you probably heard a lot of rumors saying PlayStation 5 games and Xbox Series X games could be made the $70 mark in terms of the AAA titles coming out. And while there is a possibility that Rockstar could be charging $70 for a new copy of GTA 5, I simply don't think they're going to be able to do that. While they technically could charge $70 for the game, I don't think they're going to be able to simply because the game came out back in 2013, and while it was already remastered once for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and yet again for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, I simply don't think they're going to be able to charge $70 for that game and for people to buy it right away. Now the good thing is that probably every single person watching this video right now is actually going to be able to get GTA 5 on those next-gen consoles for $0. This is because Rockstar Games is partnering up with Sony and Microsoft to offer their brand new smart delivery service, which pretty much means in layman's terms that if you bought a game, that means you own it forever and you can play it on any console that you own in the future. Now this does not include every single game that you may own on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. It is only a handful of games right now. However, in the future that list should be expanding, and the good news here is that GTA 5 is already included on that initial list. So that means all of you that have GTA 5 right now will be able to get it for free on those next-gen consoles. So what exactly would be the reason for getting a PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X to play GTA 5? What types of new features can we expect from those consoles? Now I touched on this in a bit more detail in a handful of my previous videos, but the main points we know right now are these consoles are going to be able to handle higher resolutions, higher frame rates, higher detail around the world, and also higher draw distances. So the best way I can say it is that GTA 5 on those next-gen consoles is going to be very similar to how GTA 5 is on the PC right now. I personally have a PC that was built a couple years ago. It is a custom build, and GTA 5 runs perfectly on a 1080p monitor at 60 frames per second without ever dropping. So if I had to guess, GTA 5 on those next-gen consoles will be able to run at 4K at 60 frames per second without ever dropping below that. So people, and especially console players, are going to be able to notice a very big and monumental difference with GTA 5 on those next-gen consoles. Another big thing I'm looking forward to is the addition of virtually no loading screens. Because the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 have really awesome and really fast custom designed SSDs, they're going to be able to load into virtually any game in just a couple of seconds. So gone are the days of waiting 10 plus minutes for GTA 5 to load into single player and then another couple minutes to load into online. Now all of those are very big reasons in themselves to upgrade to GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, but quite possibly the biggest one and the one that is going to convince the most people is GTA 5 Online. I think we can all agree that this year in 2020 has been probably the hardest year for GTA 5 Online yet. We still have to receive any kind of major DLC update this year, and the only things we have been receiving are weekly Thursday updates with discounts, bonuses, and sometimes a new vehicle. Now, as I discussed in several of my previous videos, there's a lot of rumors going around about why Rockstar is actually doing this, but we do know one thing, and that is that GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X is going to have a ton of really awesome DLC content. Now, if I had to guess, I do think that it is very possible that Rockstar is saving a lot of the DLC content that they have been working on and have worked on the past several months for those next-gen consoles to get people to upgrade and to incentivize them. Now, this hasn't been officially confirmed by anyone just yet, this is simply a rumor as of the moment, but it is definitely not out of the question to suggest that Rockstar is artificially throttling DLC content to incentivize people to upgrade later this year. Speaking of later this year, that is when these next-gen consoles are initially going to be launching. Now, it seems like that there is more demand than Sony and Microsoft initially anticipated, and there's been several news reports that do claim that Sony told their manufacturing partners to increase the production level of the PlayStation 5 by 50%. Now, Rockstar will obviously not be shutting down GTA 5 as soon as those next-gen consoles do get released. GTA 5 on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One will stick around for quite a while. In fact, GTA 5 on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 is still running to this day. However, they are getting no updates and those consoles are pretty much depleted. So if you want to play the latest DLC content that Rockstar will be releasing, they are pretty much forcing you to upgrade to those next-gen consoles or on PC. Speaking of PC players like myself are just staying on the sidelines waiting for this to all play out, while console players are going to have to buy a brand new console just to get that new DLC. But at the end of the day, if Rockstar continued releasing DLC for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it would never give people any kind of reason or incentivize them to upgrade to those next-gen consoles besides other offers from other games. Now, one thing we have not seen yet, and what I really want to see Rockstar reveal somewhat soon, is some gameplay from the PlayStation 5 playing GTA 5. I want to see a side-by-side comparison between the PlayStation 4 Pro and then the PlayStation 5. Based on what we heard about the specs so far, it should be a pretty monumental and very noticeable difference, but again, this is a game from 2013, so the difference cannot be that big because it is still running on somewhat older tech. So hopefully we get some video footage from Rockstar soon. So far, we have not seen any kind of PlayStation 5 gameplay of GTA 5, but again, hopefully that does change soon, and once we do get some gameplay from Rockstar, I definitely want to do a really awesome side-by-side comparison going over everything that is going to be changing and noticeable changes between the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5. So let me know in those comments down below what you guys think about this. Are you going to be upgrading to the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X just to get new GTA 5 Online DLC, or are you waiting for something else to come up? I do realize that Rockstar is obviously trying to incentivize people to get those next generation consoles by doing this, but the question remains is if this is enough, or should they be offering something more? Maybe something along the lines of extra money inside GTA 5 Online as a promotional offer or something else. Let me know in those comments down below, what does Rockstar have to do to make you upgrade to the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X? Let me know all your thoughts in those comments down below because I really want to hear from you guys. It's pretty crazy to say this, but we are already past halfway of 2020, which is honestly a blessing and a curse, but as we get closer and closer to the holiday season of 2020, when these consoles are first going to be launching, we should be starting to get a lot of information at once flowing through as soon as a couple of months away. I do have to say that this has been by far the most bizarre console launch season that I have personally ever seen. The announcements were definitely a lot different than usual for obvious reasons, but then on top of that, all of the marketing and everything else, especially coming from Sony, has definitely been really different and outside the industry norm. And let me know in those comments down below, are you team PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X? Either way, if you enjoy watching these videos and like getting updated on the latest news surrounding GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online, consider leaving a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with those bell notifications on so you guys are always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again for tuning in today, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.